What is going on, everybody? My name is Josh, and welcome to a recap of Call of Duty US Championships. I really wanted to get this video out for you guys a lot sooner, but I couldn't because I have not been home like at all these past couple days. Today's Tuesday, and I really wanted to get this video out Monday, or not Monday, Sunday. I wanted to do a day one recap, and then Monday I wanted to do a day two recap, but I could not get that up, and I really apologize. But I am going to be recapping mostly the whole tournament, or just highlighting the tournament for, what were the main matches and who won and all that. I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I really am. I wish I could have been earlier, and I wish I could have gotten your guys' opinions sooner, but I still can. So I want you to leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the tournament. And everybody's brackets were completely demolished. And Kingdom Soldier, I watched Kingdom Soldier's videos. His bracket got demolished, and my bracket got demolished. I didn't have a bracket per se, but like what I thought was going to play out in my head was completely and utterly wrong. So moving on with the bracketology here. So in the winners bracket, and I'll throw that up on the screen right now, Complexity played Final Boss, FaZe played Strictly Business, Optic played Denial West, Envy played Xfinity, Curse LV played Rise, Justice played Curse NY, Denial East played Vex, and Caliber played Adversity. Now, day one was the deciding factor of who would go to champs. At the end of day one, we knew who was going to go to champs, and in day two, basically, that was just playing for who could get this championship, and it was considered an MLG championship. So technically, Complexity has been dethroned of its streak, but in my opinion, if they lose champs, they're dethroned. This tournament, the second day was kind of a joke because nobody was playing for money. If they were playing for money, I believe Complexity would have come out on top. I don't think they would lose if it was down to money. But anyway, Complexity beat Final Boss, that was a given. Shout out to the Final Boss guys because they're Halo pros, or ex-Halo pros anyway, and they should be proud that they got this far. This is their first Call of Duty tournament, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. But anyway, they were going to qualify for champs in their first biggest tournament, so that's pretty crazy, and they almost did it. Well, not really, but they got this far, so that's pretty impressive. SB beat FaZe, which I thought was going to happen. But then SB came out and beat Complexity to advance to COD Champs. They were guaranteed a spot in COD Champs, and they not only beat Complexity, they 3-0'd Complexity. That is absolutely crazy. Like, nobody expected that. And then SB was all pumped, So they moved on to the semifinals and the winners. Optic beat Denial West 3-0, that was pretty much a given. And then Envy beat Xfinity, which was a given. And I'd never even heard of Xfinity. And Optic played Envy, and Envy beat Optic. So Optic moved down to the losers bracket. And I'll explain what happened after that. And Complexity also had to drop down the losers bracket. Rise played LV, and Rise beat LV. That was the biggest upset of the day, and then Rise did very well. They went on to beat Justice after that, and Justice beat Curse NY 3-0. I didn't expect that big of a deficit. I was thinking more of like a 3-2 or like a 3-1 at least. I expected Justice to win, but they lost to Rise. So Rise came in here and just killed everybody. It's like Wheats, Fears, Pac-Man, and I can't remember who the other person is, but they just killed everybody. Everybody's hopes and dreams just demolished. LV dropped down to the loser bracket, and they would go on to play NY, and then Optic had to play the winner of NY and LV. LV lost to NY, so LV is not going to champs. That is crazy. Anyway, going down the winners bracket again. Denial East played Vex. Vex beat Denial East. I didn't expect that, because Denial East, that's Fizzerp and... I only really know Fizzerp. I know John is supposed to be on that team, but I think he's only 17, so I don't think he could play on the squad. Then you have Caliber beat out Adversity, but Caliber 3-2'd Adversity. Should have been 3-0, in my opinion. Because Adversity is second to last seed. And then Caliber beat Vex, and Caliber would go all the way to the winners finals versus SB. And SB, I don't have a completely updated bracket. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't find a picture of the updated bracket. SB beat Caliber, so they moved on to the grand finals. Now going through the losers bracket real quick. FaZe went all the way, and if you dropped down to the losers bracket, you had to win 2 matches unless you made it to the second round. If you made it to the second round in winners, you had to play 1 match in losers to make it to champs. If you got first rounded in winners, you had to play 2 to make it to champs. So FaZe won both their games. They 3-0'd Final Boss and Vex, and then they went up to play Xfinity, and Xfinity lost to FaZe, but they were already guaranteed a spot for champs, so that didn't matter. FaZe 3-0'd like everyone in losers bracket, even though they got 3-0'd in winners bracket. They just got pumped up, and I believe FaZe beat Envy and moved on to the losers bracket finals. Xfinity won both their games against Denial West and Justice. And Justice, I feel so bad for Justice because I really like that team. Gucci's probably one of my favorite players. He's just so, I love the hype he brings. He's like Clayster. And they lost, sadly, so they're not going to be going to champs. NY beat LV, which was another huge upset, and LV is not attending the tournament, which is really stupid because LV is a top 3 team in the world. Or just in the United States, whatever, you know. They are up there in pro points, definitely top 4, and they do not go to champs. But some team from Taiwan or, you know, wherever, they only had to play 1 match to qualify for champs, and LV isn't in it. So that was a huge controversy. You know, it is a world tournament, but to see LV not go is really stupid, in my opinion. Denial East went to go to beat Adversity, but they were disheartened when they lost to Complexity. Now, here's what I want to talk about, and Optic is my team. I am an Optic fan. I support Optic. I actually want to get an Optic jersey. I think that would be pretty sweet. But Optic beat NY, and that was a really close game. It went 2-2, final map, and Nadeshot just went off. And this is why I think Nadeshot got the MVP for Optic. You know, everybody had good games. Embos beat, you know, it was... Curse was down or up 2-1 on Optic, and Embos went big in the domination previously to that, and then Nadeshot went like 12-4 to get the win. Like, they come out first round, Nadeshot plants it within like the first 10 seconds, and just NY gets demolished in that S&D. It was a 6-2 win. Crazy, crazy stuff for Optic Gaming, and I'm glad they went up, and they are qualified for champs. So the teams that qualified for champs, and I'll throw another graphic on here for you. Shout out to Esports Nation for supplying that graphic. Sorry if I use it. Sorry, all credit given to Esports Nation. The teams that qualified for champs are SB, Envy, Rise, Caliber, FaZe, Complexity, Xfinity, and Optic. Then Complexity would play FaZe in losers bracket. Complexity would win, and Complexity played Strictly Business, and Strictly Business won. Now, I want to talk about the 3-0 when SB 3-0'd Complexity for the qualification for champs. Dito, oh my God, Dito and Apathy, 2 best players on SB in my opinion. You could argue Saints as well in there. I don't really see Sensor being... He didn't really have a very good tournament, in my opinion. Apathy went huge on Sovereign SND. It was crazy. And then it went down to last map, I believe, for Blitz on Freight. That was the last map. That was the third win. SB was in their base just killing Complexity. Went on like a 6 or 7 kill spree just in their base. And they got like 3 caps in that time. Crazy, crazy stuff from Apathy and Dito. Crazy plays. And I want to know what you guys thought of this. I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I haven't been home for the past like 2 or 3 days. I was at my mom's house and I was running around. Very sorry about that. But I really want to know what you guys think. Please leave me some comments. I really want to know what you guys think. Who you like? I'm probably gonna do champs. A little bit of bracketology for champs, as well as predictions in one video when the bracket is released. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. If you could leave a like, that would be fantastic. And subscribe if you are new. No Scope Glasses. All the links you need are in the description. My name is Josh Owen. Please follow me on Twitter. I'm giving away a pair of these on Twitter. So if you want a pair of these glasses on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I'm giving them away at 200. Okay? So I'll leave the link to the tweet in the description as well. Anyway, guys, my name is Josh, and I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching.